From betrayal within Huntrix to lost Saja Boys, bloodline conspiracies, and most shocking of all, Roomie carrying a child, these are the 12 secret signs that pave the way for K-pop Demon Hunter 2. But before we begin, do give us a sub if you want to stay up late with the latest K-pop Demon Hunter news. 12. The Hanmoon Secret. At first glance, the ending of K-pop Demon Hunters feels like you have been given closure because the Demon King is defeated, the sky gets clear, and a new Hanmoon covers the city. But long-time fans have noticed something unsettling almost immediately, that the Hanmoon is not golden. Instead of the radiant gold that is associated with a complete demon eradication, it glows with shifting rainbow hues. And that's where the detail gets crucial. The Golden Hanmoon has always symbolized finality, signifying that the demon hunters have fulfilled their mission and that an eternal seal ends the demon interference forever. But what we see at the end is something weaker, temporary, and almost unstable. This implies that Gwi-Ma and the demon realm still exist, but they are just restrained. Historically, every generation of hunters has consisted of 3 girls, yet none ever achieved the Golden Hanmoon. That alone suggests that the system itself is incomplete. This detail also suggests that there might be a 4th member, which we'll cover later in the video. 11. Secret 6th Saja Boys. This one will surprise you even more because, during the Saja Boys' first major appearance, there is an unsettling visual anomaly that occurs as the stage lights are set. 6 shadows briefly appear instead of the 5. This moment lasts less than a second, but it has sparked one of the most persistent theories in the fandom that there is a 6th member, one who was lost. Fans believe this is a hidden member's name, possibly Minho, removed before debut and erased from public memory by the Demon King himself. In idol culture, pre-debut members disappearing is quite realistic, making the theory feel even more interesting. Some even speculate that Minho rebelled against demon control or refused to surrender his humanity, leading to his removal. Others believe that the shadow belonged to Gu's pet, or an extension of the Demon King's power, but the symmetry of the silhouette suggests that it is something. It is a human. If the 6th member, Minho, exists, K-pop Demon Hunters 2 might finally reveal what happened to idols who refuse to become monsters, and this could be quite interesting. 10. Zoe and Mira killing Roomie. But perhaps one of the most disturbing reviews for the first movie comes out from re-watching the confrontation after Roomie's identity gets exposed. When she flees the stage, she encounters Zoe and Mira, completely vulnerable. From a tactical standpoint, this would have been a perfect moment to eliminate her. However, they don't. Some fans interpret that this restraint was nothing more than mercy. But a darker theory also suggests something else, that they needed Roomie alive to stabilize the Hanmoon first. Roomie is the core member of Huntrix, the lead singer, and the emotional anchor that is tied to the barrier's power. Killing her immediately could have collapsed the Hanmoon entirely. This suggests a horrifying possibility that Zoe and Mira may have been planning to protect the world first, and only then decide Roomie's fate. Whether they intend to kill her later or never truly plan to do so remains unclear, but the tension in that scene is heavier if you look through this lens once again. 9. Roomie is pregnant. Now to the most shocking part of our video, and this one shook the fandom. Despite fans insisting that Roomie and Gu never even kissed, director Maggie Kang confirmed that there were scenes from the movies that were heavily cut. This isn't just one scene, not 2, but 3 kiss scenes between Roomie and Gu that were removed for pacing. There are a lot of websites like Koreaboo claiming this, along with the director Maggie Kang going on Reddit AMA to answer this herself. Gu's sacrifice is the strongest narrative. Demons do not die for idols. They do not give up their existence without a deeper reason. Gu didn't just protect Roomie, he merged his soul with her sword, permanently binding himself to her future. In mythological storytelling, this act often symbolizes legacy, continuation, and bloodline. Roomie's behavior after Gu's death also changes. She becomes quieter, more introspective, and even physically guarded. Her hand frequently rests near her abdomen in post-battle scenes. This is a classic visual trope combined with the removed intimacy seen by many fans, who believe Roomie could be Gu's child, which is a hybrid being with powers that we cannot even imagine yet. 8. Roomie's twin sister. If we look at the storyboards, they reveal something even more shocking. This is that Roomie originally had a twin sister, and one twin that bore demon markings, and the other one was fully human. This explains an inconsistency that fans noticed for a year. This could also mean that if Rumi's demon patterns emerged in some childhood flashbacks and not others, there are actually two different children that were shown on the storyboard. There is also a chance that Celine might have adopted both twins but hid one to protect them from demon politics. If the twins still exist, Kpop Demon Hunter 2 could reintroduce a human counterpart of Roomie, someone who represents the life Roomie was never allowed to have. This twin could also be the missing fourth Huntrix member, or key to stabilizing the Golden Glow. Her absence isn't accidental, but it is being cooked in the studios right now. 7. Mira accidentally killing Zoe's mother. Next up is something that you might have never even thought about. The train fight scene in the movie is brutal. This is where Mira unleashed her full power and the demons are erased instantly, but so are the humans. The aftermath is suspiciously empty, as there were no bodies and no survivors. Zoe's obsession with the Sunlight Sisters poster also adds weight to the theory that the missing third sister is also her mother. They share the same double burn hairstyle, and a woman resembling her appears briefly in that train scene. If Mira's attack wiped out everything, she may have killed Zoe's mother without ever even realizing it. This makes their friendship tragically unstable. The secret could force Mira to confront the fact that her power doesn't distinguish between evil and even the innocent ones. Before we move forward to the next crazy revelation, please subscribe to the channel if you are enjoying the video so far. 6. Dr. Han and Gwi-Ma's connection. Next up is another crazy revelation, which is that Dr. Han's presence throughout the film is unsettling once you reimagine it. It's just that he appears to be helpful, calm, and supportive, but he's basically everywhere. He appears in idle reels, old group photos, and locations that he has no reason to be. Why would a doctor be connected to demon-controlled idols? It's something we will never understand. The most convincing theory that is circulating around the internet is that Dr. Han acted as the Demon Lord's human liaison, feeding information about the Huntrix's weaknesses and locations. His calm demeanor also masks a strong long-term manipulation strategy, and the sequel could finally expose him as one of the most dangerous villains who doubles as Gwi-Ma's goons. Do you think that actually could be the case? Tell us in the comments below. 5. The ending children. Next, we come to the very end of the movie, where two children stand with their backs turned, and they are unfazed by Huntrix's presence. But these are not random people because one has baby Saja's haircut and the other one has a lollipop. Fans believe these are mysteries, and baby Saja reverted to their human form. If it is true, it confirms that not all Saja Boys died, and there is a redemption that is possible. Maybe in the sequel, we'll get to see Huntrix and the Saja Boys reuniting with each other to fight the Demon King. 4. Gwi-Ma might be Roomie's grandfather. The lore becomes even more interesting, and there is a devastating possibility that might shock you. This is Roomie's demon father, being Gwi-Ma's own son. This would make Gwi-Ma her grandfather and reframe the entire conflict as a family war. Just think about it for a second, how much sense it makes. Roomie never met her father and her mother because both of her parents died. But no one knows what actually happens to his father. Maybe he was trying to oppose Roomie's grandfather, who is the Demon King himself, and in pursuit of saving his family, both parents lost their lives to the Demon King. Gwi-Ma may not even want Roomie dead. He may want her controlled or claimed. This bloodline twist would make Kpop Demon Hunters 2 far more personal and tragic at the same time. 3. History repeating. We all know that Roomie's journey in Kpop Demon Hunters mirrors her mother's story perfectly, in a way that feels too real to be a coincidence. Long before Roomie ever took the stage, her mother stood in a similar position. She was caught between duty and her forbidden love. The same story applies to Roomie because she also fell for a demon, which is a decision that destabilized her personal life. It was due to Roomie's mother that the original Golden Hanmoon destabilized and forced history into a repeating cycle of incomplete victories. Roomie's bond with Gu reflects the same fatal vulnerability. She does not love him because he is powerful or dangerous, but because he understands her isolation. Just like her mother, Roomie carries a dual identity that prevents her from fully belonging to either of the worlds. What makes this theory even better is that the world punishes women who blur the boundary between demon and human, while men like the Demon Lord manipulate those boundaries freely. If Roomie truly is repeating her mother's path, then K-pop Demon Hunters 2 may not ask whether history will repeat, but rather whether Roomie has the strength to even endure the same fate as her mother. 2. Legacy. Here's another secret that shapes K-pop Demon Hunters 2. This sequel won't be about defeating the Demon Lord again, but rather about inheritance, children, bloodlines, and mistakes that were passed on from the previous generation to the new one. It would also be about testing the newer generation of demon hunters and whether or not they could endure the same level of pain that their ancestors did. If Roomie truly is pregnant, then the future of both worlds already exists waiting to be born. 1. The fourth Huntrix member. This leads us to the very first point, to the very first secret on our list, which is the fourth Huntrix member. The Huntrix trio has always felt incomplete, and the mythology also supports this. Every ancient symbol tied to the Golden Hanmoon depicts 4 points of balance, and this is where Hana enters the narrative. This Hana is widely theorized to be Zoe's estranged sister. Hana represents the missing pillar that has been lacking since its formation. Unlike the other Hanas, this one is believed to have been raised outside Korea, disconnected from hunter tradition, but having a deep affection for music as a composer rather than a performer. This distinction matters, and if we don't see Roomie's actual sister in the next movie, then having Hana as the fourth member could be a huge possibility. With that, the 12 secrets that birthed K-pop Demon Hunters 2 have ended. Which one surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoy and want to stay up to date with the latest K-pop Demon Hunters 2 news, subscribe to the channel for more.